So I'm from a small town in western Massachusetts, as Dee was saying. I'm from Shelburne Falls, and where I live now is sort of the town that I consider the town that raised me, which is Northampton. And a few years ago, probably about 4 years ago, I don't know if you guys remember this on the news. It was when Peter Jennings was hosting the ABC Nightly News. There was this story about an arsonist from Northampton who sort of just snapped one night and burned 14 homes down. And the nickname of Northampton is Paradise City, is what they call it. And all of a sudden, there was a lot of chaos in Paradise. It was right before Christmas. And Northampton is also a town that is sort of plagued with a lot of homelessness. And I remember coming back into town shortly after hearing this story, and everyone was off the streets. Everyone had kind of been taken in, as is fairly typical with tragedy. People just kind of took care of their neighbor. And then a couple days later, I was at Club Hassin for Ellis Paul's New Year's Eve sort of bash, and I was telling him about it. And I head back to Western Massachusetts at the end of that night, and he shoots me a text message, and he goes, "If you can't write a song about this, you're not a songwriter. ... bitch." And that was my challenge, and I took it seriously. I'm a big Randy Newman fan. He's one of my biggest songwriting influences, and what I loved about Randy Newman is he oftentimes would take the antagonist. He would write the song from the perspective of the person that you weren't necessarily going to agree with. And he would find a piece of humanity in that. So that's what I attempted to do. Noah, this is for you. This is called Book of Matches. Hold my breath like a submarine, smell the fear and kerosene. Everybody keeps their life too clean, so I'm gonna watch it burn. Folks are fun and people real pretty. It's hard to find love in Paradise City. The name, the shame, the pride and pity. Well, I'm gonna watch it turn. Fair Street blazing, faces look like chrome. 14 sleepyheads watch the burning of their homes. Children crying, kicking down the latches. I can hear their heart right before the fire catches. Light it up, let it go. Light up everything we think we know. Burn it down, all attachments. Burn right through the safety catches. We are all a book of matches, waiting to be turned. Watch the fire take control. We prayed for rain, for the roof to hold, and the O'Briens brought us coats for the cold in December. I saw my dad weep as the walls gave away. He thought about the sofa, that jar of money he had saved, of the kitchen table and all the love left behind. Then he looked at Mom and smiled. So they'll be with me the whole time. Light it up, let it go. Light up everything we think we know. Burn it down, all attachments. Burn right through the safety catches. We are all a book of matches, waiting to be turned. Let it go, light up everything we think we know. Burn it down, all attachments. Burn right through the safety catches. We are all a book of matches. We are all a book of matches. We are all a book of matches, waiting to be turned.